G'day fellow cross trainers. I'm in the process of final preparation for heading over to Romaniacs. I just thought I'd take this chance to run through the kit that we've made up for our cross trainers. And this is really a cross trainer racing edition in a kit. Nice little bag with wheels on it from Chad's Off-Road Setups. They're our suspension guys that we've been working with for a good decade or so now. So we'll run through it and show you what's in here. This is so we've purchased new cross trainers. They're waiting for us in Romania. They already have bark busters, bash plates and radiator guards on them. So this is the kit that we're taking to bring them up to, I guess, our racing spec that we've developed over the last probably couple of years. So I'll go through the main compartment first. We have, to start with, a lovely set of Sachs closed cartridge forks from a 300RR Racing. They're from a 2017 model RR Racing. The valving on them was really nice, standard, so they haven't been changed. On my wife's bike, she's got some 16 model forks. The valving in them was pretty harsh, so we had them revalved and softened up for her. So in addition to that, we've got a 300RR ECU. That is to go with the RR pipe. I prefer the RR pipe over the cross trainer pipe because it gives it a bit more go all round, but the standard cross trainer ECU doesn't appreciate the RR pipe too well, so I run an RR ECU. In addition to that, we've got a Boano high flow water pump kit here. The cross trainers have slightly smaller radiators than the 300RRs, so when you're riding them in the heat, and it's going to be very hot at Romaniacs, they do appreciate a little bit more flow when you get into the really gnarly stuff. Just means it takes it probably almost twice as long to boil, which is really good. In addition to that stuff, we've got a spare gear lever, got a spare clutch lever. It also has the little hinge and the spring in there, spare brake lever. All these spares will actually go either in our backpack or on the bike when we're actually riding, so we've got these spares with us. Spare brake lever. That's about it for the main compartment. We'll have a look at this, at the one that bolts on the front. So in here, more racing goodies. We have the piste de resistance, the Öhlins shock, my favourite bit of kit on the whole bike. It's an amazing piece of engineering. It turns the rear end of the cross trainer into a nigh on perfect rear end, as good as any Japanese rear end that you'll come across, and certainly better than a PDS rear end. We've also got here a Boano chain guide. The standard beater chain guides, they've got a little bit of flex in them, so when you smash them against a rock, they can move just enough to derail the chain, and if you're not careful, the chain will come off and it will get jammed between the countershaft sprocket and the swing arm, as it does with any bike, and it can be a real pain in the butt to get out. So I like to run a nice strong chain guide on there when I'm in the difficult terrain. Got a link skid here. This is a Xtrainer Racing link skid. This has been on about 5 bikes, and it's a really cool bit of kit. No stranger to the bench grinder, you can see here, but it's survived many years of abuse, that one. And last but not least is a set of RR Racing triple clamps to go with the forks, because the forks are slightly different offset to the standard cross trainer ones, so they need a set of triple clamps to go with it. And that's about it. About the only other thing that we're taking over to add to the bikes is a stronger clutch cover. We're running recluse ones because the standard clutch covers on beaters, and all bikes for that matter, are reasonably thin magnesium, and if you bang them on a rock, they have a tendency to crack and leak some oil. So we like to run super strong clutch covers on there as well. And that's about it. There's a kit to turn a standard cross trainer into an absolute hard enduro weapon.